Okay, children, till we are about to start, let's use this time till we are waiting for our chief guest to join to get to know some of you. Who's first time in JMUN? Just raise your hand. Okay, I can see Ryan. Oh, so many hands raised. First time in JMUN. And I am sure you are feeling a little bit of nervousness, isn't it? No nervousness. Wow. So those are very, very smart children then. And would you have preferred it to be in school or from in this virtual mode?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes. Yes, Vinay.
Yes, ma'am. Mr. Brian has joined. You can.
Great. Awesome. So now we can start the ceremony officially. Our chief guest, Mr. Brian Coughlin, has just joined. There was a little bit of technical difficulty, but now we can start. Ms. Ranita? May I request the narrators to please start?
Srinidhi, can you start?
Okay, I guess Srinidhi has lost link. I am not sure, but
ma'am, yeah, now I can unmute.
You are here. You're not very audible. Can you?
Ma'am, can you hear me now?
Yes, please start.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Shrindi Ramdarai.
My name is Arav Singh.
I am Matthew Thomas.
And I am Hamsaneshti Vaishnavi, and we are going to be your hosts for today.
We welcome you to the 6th Annual Junior Model United Nations organized by Oak Ridge International School, Bangalore. Oak Ridge creates compassionate, future-ready individuals who can positively influence the world.
We work towards maximizing the value of being a continuum school through applying the IB philosophy in everything we do, connecting globally, and engaging with all stakeholders. Nothing can stop us Oak Ridgers if we decide to tread on a path. We held our first virtual JMUN last year, and this year we are back with the second virtual JMUN. Being in the virtual world has made it possible for us to have delegates joining us from across the country. We have delegates from Delhi, Pune, and Thiruvananthapuram to mention a few. The excitement and the buzz that is going on in the background as we set things in motion is something worth experiencing.
Bangalore JMUN is a wonderful platform where students can refine their research skills and speaking skills, along with learning to work cohesively in a team. Essentially, the JMUN is an academic simulation of the United Nations where students play the role of delegates from different countries and attempt to solve real-world issues with the policies and perspectives of their assigned country. What a wonderful experience!
So now let us begin this ceremony on an auspicious note with the lighting of the lamp.
शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः शुभं कुरुत्वं कल्याणम् आरोग्यं धनसम्पदः
A lamp signifies the absence of darkness, grief, and unhappiness. It ensures that the event begins on a happy and prosperous note. Continuing with traditions, every occasion must begin with a prayer. And so, we now have a dance performed by Priyamvada T of MYP4 to invoke the blessings of the Almighty through her Bharatanatyam piece, which praises Lord Ganesha and seeks his blessings. Priyamvada, the stage is all yours.
दी दी तई तां दी दी तई दी दी तई तां दी दी तई तत गु तां तत कुत किट किन्न तुंग तकुता तुंग तल गु दी ता कुत किट किन्न तुंग तकुता तुंग அருளிய கணபதி ஜெய ஜெய ஹரி திருமருகனை விக்ன விநாயக வினை கெட கருளிய கணபதி ஜெய ஜெய ஹரி திருமருகனை விக்ன விநாயக வினை கெட அருளிய கணபதி ஜெய ஜெய திக்கிட உதர தட கேணவுதே கிட உதர தட ஜய ஜய தே கிட உதர தட கேணவுதே கிட உதர தட ஜய ஜய ததி கை துதி கை யானை முகத்தவன் தொங்கிட கிடத்தக்க திக்கு தொங்க தேவர்கள் கணபதி திக்கிட கிடத்தக்க திக்கி தொங்க கணபதி கௌத்துவம் கற்றவர் வினய உக்குடுதாம் உக்கிடுதை ததி கை தூதி கை யானை முகத்தவன் தொங்கிட கிடத்தகி திக்கு தொங்க தேவர்கள் கணபதி திக்கிட கிடத்தகி திக்கி தொங்க கணபதி கௌத்துவம் கற்றவர் வினய உக்குடுதாம் உக்குடுதை ததி கை தூதி கை யானை முகத்தவன் தொங்கிட கிடத்தக திக்கு தொங்க தேவர்கள் கணபதி திக்கிட கிடத்தக திக்கி தொங்க கணபதி கௌத்துவம் கற்றவர்.
Thank you, Priyamvada, for that dignified and graceful performance. It definitely sets the stage for the day. It is my great privilege to introduce our respective chief guest, Mr. Brian Cookland, the Managing Director of North Anglia Education, India. He is very passionate about encouraging young minds to strive towards success and achievement. Mr. Cookland has held various leadership positions and has been on the advisory board of various councils, which have shaped the modern-day educational framework. He is a great motivator and looks for opportunities to motivate and support students. Mr. Cookland is joining us from Mohali today. We really wish he was here with us. Sir, I request you to share your thoughts with us.
Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this Junior Model United Nations. My apologies for my delay in joining. That was caused by technical problems. But I wanted to make sure that I was able to take part today because I feel very strongly that debating and the skills that debating engendered is a very important skill set for every young person to have. The art of debating embodies the need to research ideas, to know about policies, issues, and problems around the world, and with that information, to construct opinions and to persuade people to your view. Now, in terms of a competition, you're representing countries and you have to find out about those countries and what the condition or state of opinions is. And sometimes you have to actually represent views you don't agree with. And this is what makes debating a particularly strong skill to develop. If you can stand up in front of any audience and present your views on any subject, including a subject that you do not agree with that stance, then this is an amazing achievement. What it indicates is your capacity for critical thinking. And it also is an opportunity for you to exhibit leadership skills, to have the chance to represent a country in United Nations. It requires you to lead on behalf of that country and give a very clear steer about how that country views the particular issue you're debating. Nelson Mandela said that a good leader can engage in debate frankly and thoroughly, knowing in the end that the sides must become closer and emerge stronger. But he said, you don't have that idea operating when you're arrogant, superficial, and uninformed. And that's a very clear distinction and a clear definition of what makes a good leader. This is an opportunity for you to exhibit your international mindedness. It's an opportunity for you to develop your global citizenship. And it's an opportunity for you to shine. I wish you every success and enjoyment in the proceedings. I know that you will learn a lot from it, and I know it will be a great experience. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for those words of encouragement. We truly value your insights and guidance.
I would like to welcome our principal, Ms. Pallavi Mishra. Pallavi ma'am has been a great source of inspiration to us. She is a avid reader, yoga practitioner, and a mother of a teenage daughter. She herself is an excellent orator. She encourages us to set high standards and motivates us to strive towards success. Under her leadership, we conducted the delegate training workshop and the EB training workshops. The delegate training workshop was open to all delegates, both external and internal. Ma'am is instrumental in setting a school culture with the perfect elements of collaboration, cooperation, and respect. Now I would request Pallavi ma'am to kindly address the gathering.
Thank you, Srinidhi, and a very warm welcome to everyone and a very good morning to Mr. Cookland, and a big thank you for joining from Mohali. It isn't easy for him. He is juggling so many things at this time. He is in a different city. He has a whole lot of meetings there, and he's making sure that he joins us. And thank you very much for that, Mr. Cookland. And it is really a great honor to have you here, because with your experience and your work that you've done. It's always good for the children to get inspired by it. And what you said exactly resonates with me in terms of how JMUN is so important for developing international mindedness and global citizenship. But before I get to that, I just want to mention that the event today and tomorrow, is the run up to it was just as exciting as the event itself. Because I saw children who are in the organizing committee and the children who were in the different preparations, whether it's logistic or anything, all of them feeling very, very involved. And I saw a lot of teamwork happening, a lot of collaboration happening. And this is what JMUN is really about also, because it's essentially debating is definitely a great skill to have in the present times. And what Mr. Coughlin said, debating doesn't have to be raised voices, and it has to be persuasive. And the more confident you are, the gentler you are as a speaker, because you are also then a fantastic listener. So this is a great, we've been looking forward to this. And I know, I want to mention this. I know we had a little difficulty starting, but what I really admire about this entire audience is that today you displayed a lot of professionalism, which is what also you learned through JMUN. All of you patiently waited and were very dignified through this all. So well done, children. And this is going towards your learning in JMUN. I also want to thank Ms. Devjani, who is no longer, working officially with us, but she used to be an organizer for JMUN, and she made sure that she helps the committees this time as well. And we have, of course, Ms. Polemy and Ms. Ronita, who've been instrumental in making a lot of things, facilitating a lot of work. Vinay and Rishi, who also helped with preparation. Right now, with JMUN being virtual, it has to be done through the IT people, and they have made sure that all of these things happen as smoothly as possible. Of course, when 300 people are tuned in onto the same program, there will be a little bit of glitch. But the good thing is that we are all tuned in, and we are all cheering you on. And we want you to do extremely well, not in terms of just the trophies or tangible things that come to you, certificates and trophies, which are of course very, very nice and shiny and always helpful. But other than that, the experience itself, children. So today we have about 151 students participating from all across India. We have children from North India, South India, all of them. There are 80 Oak Ridgers, as many people from different schools. It's a very large cohort, the largest we've had so far. So I know that you all will use this opportunity to really extend yourselves and enjoy that experience. So whether it is your first MUN or whether you've done it before, remember, like I was saying, it's not just about the trophies, it's about the experience of coming together and also experiencing a student-led initiative, because the energy in the student-led initiative is completely mind-boggling. I was there yesterday with you all during this photo shoot. Exuberance, such exuberance I experienced. It was really, really nice. So all the very, very best to the participants. And like I was talking about technical glitch, I just have no power suddenly as I'm speaking. But see, this is what leadership, communication, everything is about. Things may not go as we expect, but we handle it no matter what. So all the best to the children and to the organizers. And thank you very much, Mr. Coughlin, for joining, and for all the teachers who have helped organize this event. All the best, everyone. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind and motivating words. Your words encourage us to strive ahead and seek out newer goals. We now have Krishna Karan from DP1, who is a pianist and a guitarist performing for us. So sit back and enjoy this musical performance.
Thank you, Krishna, for that harmonious performance. It was a treat indeed listening to you play the piano and the guitar. To begin with the JMUN, we would like to introduce you to your chairs, co-chairs, and moderators for each committee. For the United Nations Children's Fund, we have co-chairs Gladius Eva James and Ronav Somkaran, with the moderator Kirti Chalwadi. For the United Nations Environmental Program, we have co-chairs Siddharth Sai Pendyala and Siddharth Satish, and the moderator is Ashriya Sinha. For the World Health Organization, we have the chair Simran Kaur and vice chair Rakshita V, and the moderator is Kashvi Srinivasan.
For the Economic and Social Council, we have the chair Jia Mishra and vice chair Sunidhi Tumuluru. And lastly, we have the United Nations Security Council. The co-presidents are Agnay Gaurti and Atmika Krishnan, and the moderator is Ishan Hari.
Furthermore, we have our Director Generals, Anmol Malik and Diksha Chintamaneni. I would now like to invite the Secretary General, Janvi Tejo Prakash, to say a few words. Janvi is a DP1 student at Oak Ridge International School, and she has been attending months for the past 3 years and has been the moderator for last year's World Health Organization Committee. In her 3 years at Oak Ridge, she has been part in several leadership positions, including being part of the Student Council, the school's UNICEF team, the CodeFest core team, and Oak Ridge Bangalore Student Advisory Board leader. Over to you, Janvi.
I think Janvi is facing a glitch. We move on. We will come back to Janvi later.
What would be a debate without a gavel for the chairs? As per tradition, the chairs will now be receiving their gavel. Due to a current situation, the handing over of the gavels could not be live, and so let us watch the pre-recorded video.
Janvi, are you here?
Yeah. Hi, guys.
Yes, go
Sorry
ahead,
for the
Janvi.
technical glitch. I'll start now. Good morning, delegates, faculty advisors, parents, and teachers. It gives me great pleasure to introduce you to the 6th edition of the Bangalore Junior Model United Nations. Though I wish you were all here on campus today, it is still delightful to see an online version. We are recovering from a once-in-a-century pandemic, and it is ever so important to focus on international relationships. Hence, this year, our theme for the Bangalore Junior Model United Nations is encouraging equitable rights and fortifying international relationships. Each of our 5 committees this year has agendas that will inspire delegates to develop solutions, with a special focus on human rights and fortifying relations. My first Model United Nations conference was not the best. I was an 8th grader in a high school conference, and for the entire conference, I didn't even understand half of the fancy terms they used. I just sat quietly in a corner of the room, raising my placard here and there. After the conference, to be honest, I didn't know about the strange world of MUNs. In fact, I wasn't even sure if I wanted to explore it. However, with a little encouragement from my parents and my next step in this world was a Junior Model United Nations, or JMUN. It was an online one, but it was amazing. The Junior Model United Nations is the best thing any delegate can do for himself or herself. You get to interact with your peers, learn all of these new terminologies, and have supporting chairs and moderators. Whether you're a first-time delegate or an advanced one, I hope your experience in the Bangalore Junior Model United Nations plays a phenomenal milestone in your MUN journey. MUNs are a completely different world, and many of you will create fond memories to look back on. Trust me, you'll love the experience of rich debates, arguing with your best friends, and completing a successful resolution. The Bangalore Junior Model United Nations is the first in the city, and one of the few that follows the UN for MUN rules of procedure. With a focus on consensus and the delegates having more power than the dais, I believe your weekend will be full of diplomacy and inspire all of you to solve the world's most crucial problems. All of your EB and secretary departments have prior experience with MUNs, and we have all worked extremely hard over the past month to ensure that this conference is something all of you will remember for years to come. I would like to thank my entire team, from the OC, my teachers, the secretary generals, the undersecretary generals, co-presidents, co-chairs, moderators, volunteers, the tech department, and everyone else who made this a reality. On a positive note, whether you're a beginner delegate like I was in my first MUN or an advanced one ready to take an award home, I sincerely hope that this chapter of the Bangalore Junior Model United Nations will be a memorable one. Now, I would like to declare the 2021 Bangalore Junior Model United Nations Conference open.
Thank you, Janvi. In true Oak Ridge spirit, we would like to end the ceremony with the school song. The school song, written by our very own Oak Ridger, Divya Vijay Krishnan, now in MYP5, binds us Oak Ridgers together with our hearts and minds. And through this song, we welcome you to our school and to experience the spirit of Oak Ridge.
We'll be the people of tomorrow as we learn about today. We'll have the vision for the better. We'll stand together, come what may. Oh, as we rise up like the sun, as the table has some fun, singing together. Oh, we are colors and the moon as we sing to our tune as Oak Ridgers. No matter who you are, no matter what you be, just look into your heart, you'll be an Oak Ridger. No matter who you are, no matter what you be, just look into your heart, you'll be an Oak Ridger. speak the truth in times of danger. We'll be ourselves, no matter what they say. Oh, as we seek out the new ways, we will find out what we gain for the better of the worst. And every challenge we see will face, we will roll from place to place as old bridges. No matter who you are, no matter what you be, just look into your heart, you'll be an old creature. No matter who you are, no matter what you be, just look into your heart, you'll be an old creature.
Thank you everyone for attending the opening ceremony. I request all the delegates, EBs, core members, and USGs to remain at the Zoom meeting. And I request parents, teachers, and non-delegate students to leave the meeting.
Good luck, delegates, and we hope that you have a great experience over the next 2 days.
Good luck, everyone. Hope it'll be a great event. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Cookland, for your encouraging words.